Hey guys, I've got another action figure review today, and we're gonna look at the DC Direct Brightest Day Aqualad. He was released in August of 2011 and he was in Series 3 of the Brightest Day series of figures. When he came out, he was about $15 to $20 at retail, and since then he has just gone down. I got him for $9.17 on Amazon. He's still around that price. And he goes for like $5 to $20 on eBay. Like 5, I guess, loose, and upwards of 20 in the package. I don't know why when you can get them cheaper on Amazon, but hey. We'll give you a look at the package. It's pretty nice packaging for the Brightest Day series. So, can't really... Alright, well, that's the Brightest Day logo. Series 3 action figures. DC Direct. So you get a nice image of the character on the bottom. And Brightest Day Aqualad. The actual plastic bubble actually has, like a cutout of the Brightest Day logo. It's pretty cool. And the figure is right in the center. And then in the back, we have an image of the other characters that were in the series. So you've got Aqualad, Jade, Hawk, and Dove. And then you have actually descriptions of each of them. And a little blurb about the rest. So it's nice packaging. He also comes with a figure stand. And it's the Brightest Day symbol in clear plastic in white. And this is actually a really big stand. I mean, it's in my hand. Well, I guess I'll show you the figure on it. I don't display him with this stand. I actually put him on a stand to get him in more dynamic poses, but not this one because it just takes up too much space on the shelf. So if you just, I mean, I use one of my DC Origins Nightwing stands, DC 75. It's like half the size. It's just a plain black circle, really, about half the size. So that's just too big. Just take a look at him. He's a really nice figure. Again, DC Direct, really brilliant sculpts. He has the tattoo on one arm. Sorry, he just, I should have said this first. He was actually created, after the Young Justice series. If you're familiar with that series, Aqualad looks a little different. He has like a blonde buzz cut. Basically, otherwise, he wears like a red tank top, and this is orange, and blue pants instead of green. But roughly the same. And in the cartoon, he has the tattoo on both arms. But for this character, he does only have the tattoo on one arm, so it is accurate. The name of this character is actually Jackson Hyde. And he kind of just had like a brief run in the comics, in the Brightest Day series, and Teen Titans. And he was supposed to be in Teen Titans for the New 52, but later it just got thrown out the window, basically. And there was rumors he was going to be in a different comic, or maybe an Aquaman, who knows, right? And now it's looking like if there's going to be an Aqualad, it's not even going to be Jackson, it's probably going to be Garth again. So who knows, this guy may be gone forever as far as comics are concerned, but I think it's a really nice figure, so I wanted to pick it up anyway. But anyway, back to the figure. This necklace is sculpted onto the figure. You can move it. So it's kind of a little disappointing, I guess, but it is very nice looking. The seashells. These, I guess, sort of almost lightning bolt details are actually sculpted. They're raised. It's really nice. He's got, veins sculpted in his arms. The hair is really textured. It's really nice. And then the Aqualad symbol. And he's got the fins on the backs of his legs. So, he's a really nice sculpt. And the paint is pretty simple. He's got the orange tank top and flat orange with the yellow stripes, and then the pants are a glossy green. And it looks nice. So, and then the tattoo is you know, black painted on. Some people say they wish that the tattoo was glowing. You know, but I kind of like it like this. So, I just wanted to do a comparison with the DC Collectibles Aquaman, because I do display these two together. And they look pretty good. I have to say this Aqualad is pretty difficult to pose, and that's why I said I use a figure stand with him. There we go. So, they look pretty good together. Aqualad is, he's a little bit shorter, a little bit leaner, so it looks really good. The only issue I have is the head sculpts. And now the DC Direct figure is, I mean, obviously it's DC Direct, so it's older. It's not DC Collectibles. Like I said, August of 2011, and then Aquaman was released almost a whole year later. So you know, they're different, and they weren't designed to be the same. They're different series, but they work really well for the bodies. But the face sculpts, as you can see, Aqualad has kind of this big head. And Aquaman actually has a small head, and I don't think I said this in my review of Aquaman, but his head does look a bit small. It looks a bit small. It doesn't bother me because this figure is so beautiful. But, yeah, once I put them next to each other, I was like, oh, alright. So that's just the one thing, is like, they are really nicely in scale body-wise, and then the heads just don't really fit. And then the Aquaman has the loose necklace, and the Aqualad has the sculpted on. But yeah, they look really nice. Otherwise, and the glossy versus the matte pants. So those don't really match up, but they still look really nice together, I think. So put Aquaman back to the side. I'll just show you the articulation of Aqualad. And he's got a nice movement in the head, all the way around, up and down. Just look at it sideways. So this is like straight ahead, just goes all the way down pretty much. Not too far, not really up at all actually. Yeah, okay. But, yeah. And then he has, his arms go, in and out. Yeah, they're just a bit tight there. In and out, all the way around. He's got a bicep swivel, goes all the way around. Single jointed elbow, and a wrist swivel. It is also pretty tight. That's the same on both. No ab articulation or waist articulation. DC Direct. The legs move forward and back. Okay, I'm lying. They only move forward. Nicely forward, but no back at all. And now I see why he's so difficult to pose. They should have gone back just a little bit. Oh well. And single joint at the knee that is pretty stiff and not particularly, it goes, I suppose, a bit far back there. Nothing at the ankle, also making it difficult to pose. So, yeah, I kind of, have a figure stand I use, but I can use this one as an example. I usually kind of put him on the stand and, like, kind of put him in some kind of, like, almost running pose when, like, an arm up or something to make him look more dynamic. Because it's difficult with the DC Direct figure sometimes to just get them looking something decent. But this, to me, looks better than just standing still. Even though I actually make my Aquaman pretty much stands still, but I think he looks better standing still because he has the trident, and he just looks like, just more, like, powerful. He should be standing that way. So Aqualad, I kind of make him work. Make him look like he's doing something. So, yeah. I think he's a really nice looking figure. I wish he was easier to pose. I wish he was a little more better articulation. Not necessarily more, just maybe more of a range with the hip, leg joint, something like that. But otherwise, yeah, he's really beautiful. He wasn't much money, so he was a nice addition to the collection. And yeah, I recommend him if you're looking for an Aqualad. because, I mean, unless you're, you know, you're looking for Garth, or you're more of a Young Justice fan, then he's a nice figure. So, yeah, I've just noticed that I've been doing pretty much all DC reviews for the past few days. So I've decided what I'm probably going to do is I actually have 2 more DC figures left to review, and then I'll do those next, and I'll do all my Marvel reviews after that, instead of, you know, mixing it up. Not that it doesn't really matter, but yeah, so I'll probably get my 2 DC reviews that I have left up tomorrow, and then after that it'll be I think 7 Marvel reviews. That's what I have. And then after that, I'll be hitting my boyfriend's figures and reviewing those. Unless, of course, I pick up more of my own in between that time frame, which is possible at the rate I've been going. But anyway, thank you again for watching, guys. Appreciate it as always. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you next time.